So it's an auspicious day for us to gather and wish each other peace and goodwill into the new year. But first I must tell you that I grew up in a family that had a lot of family sayings. Perhaps you did too. And I can go clear back to my great-grandfather on my daddy's side, who was a man of few words, but when he did speak, he spoke in proverbs. Now, my parents and I would go every year during the Christmas holidays to my grandparents' house in Amarillo, Texas. And my great-grandfather lived with them. And one year we were there, and I was out in the front yard playing with my boy cousins, because they were much nearer my age than my girl cousins, and besides I was a big old tomboy. Well, my boy cousins had learned how to whistle through their teeth, very much as Paul did to get your attention earlier. And they taught me how to whistle through my teeth. And I was so impressed with my newfound talent that I walked into the front door of my grandparents' house practicing. Well, Grandpap, that's what we called my great-grandfather, was sitting where he always sat, in a big old oaken rocker in front of what we called the fireplace. It really was just a mantle with an open flame stove in it. He was sitting sideways to that, so he was actually facing the front wall of the living room. So when I walked into the front door whistling, he said, as if he were talking to the wall, but clearly this was meant for me, he said, "A whistling girl and a crowing hen will come to no good end." And so I quit whistling, at least in front of him. Well, not very long after that, we were exchanging gifts, and I got as one of my gifts one of those little autograph books. So I was going around to all the assembled relatives, getting them to sign my book. And when I got to Grandpap, well, he must have still been thinking about the whistling episode, because he wrote in my book, "Pretty is as pretty does." And he signed it W.W. Davis, just in case I didn't know what his real name was.